Operation on matrix, that is algebra of matrices. Here we will try to learn how to add two matrices, how to find the difference of two matrices, how to multiply a scalar, that is a constant, with a matrix. Starting with addition of two matrices. Addition of two matrices A and B are said to be conformable. First of all, we are to confirm, we are to say that the matrices are suitable or not for addition. And two matrices are said to be conformable or computable for addition if their order is same. That means if I need to add two matrices, say A and B, then the order of A, if the order of A is m by n, the order of A must be equal to the order of B. That is, if A has order m by n, then B must have order m by n, so that we can add the two matrices. So if the sum of A and B is given by C, that is C matrix is equal to matrix A plus matrix B, then its element Cij is equal to Aij plus Bij. Taking an example, making it clear, suppose I have a matrix A that is 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. If I want to add another matrix B to it, then the condition for conformability or suitability or compatibility for addition is the order of both the matrices must be same. So its order is 2 rows and 3 columns, that is 2 by 3. So the matrix which can be added to it is of order 2 by 3. Now I can choose any elements: 5, 7, minus 9, 3, 5, 2. How to find the sum? It is very simple. We add the corresponding element. That means this A11 will be added to B11, this A22, second row, second column will be added to B22. In the same way, A13 will be added to B13. That is, the corresponding element simply be added. So this 2 will be added to 5, 3 will be added to 7, 5 will be added to minus 9, 7 will be added to 3, 9 will be added to 5, 11 will be added to 2. So this will give me 2 plus 5. Then 3 plus 7, 5 plus minus of 9. Here 7 plus 3. Here I get 9 plus 5. And the corresponding element to 11 is 2. Then 11 plus 2. And the final answer is 2 plus 5, 7, 7 plus 3 is 10, 5 plus minus 9 is 4, 7 plus 3 is 10, 9 plus 5 is 14, and 11 plus 2 is 13. So this is how we find the sum of two matrices. Simply, we add the corresponding element of the two matrices. But first of all, we check whether the order of both the matrices is same or not. Now, if we talk about difference of two matrices. Difference of two matrices. Same. Two matrices A and B are said to be conformable for subtraction if their order is same. See, for adding and for subtraction, the order must be same. So we have a matrix A of order m by n. Then if I need to subtract B from A, then the order of B must be same, that is m by n. Suppose A and B, sum of the difference of A and B is C, that is C is equal to A minus B. Then Cij, the element of the difference, will be given as the difference of the corresponding elements. So what we do is, this time we are not going to find sum, but we are to find the difference. So I put a minus. So 2 minus 5, 3 minus 7, 5 minus of minus 9, 7 minus 3, 9 minus 5, 11 minus 2, and this gives me a result, that is 2 minus 5 is minus 3, 3 minus 7 is minus 4, 5 plus 9 will give me 14, 7 minus 3 is 4, 9 minus 5 is 4, 11 minus 2 is 9. So the sum or the difference will be a matrix of same order. To get the sum of two matrices or the difference of two matrices, what we must have? We must have the order of both or all the matrices same, so that the matrices are conformable or suitable for addition or subtraction. The multiplication of a scalar with a matrix. Suppose we are given a matrix A, that is Aij, the order of this matrix is m by n. Now we have multiplication of a scalar with a matrix. Suppose K is a scalar. If we multiply this K by A, that is, the resulting matrix is a matrix in which each and every element is multiplied by this scalar. Suppose I have a matrix A, this is 3, 5, 7, 9. If I need to find 3 times of A, what I have to do is, I will multiply each and every element of matrix A with this scalar. Scalar means a multiplier, a coefficient which scales the size. You must have heard about scales in graphs, in maps. 1 centimeter is equal to 1000 kilometer. So that is scaled. So scaling by a number, this multiplier is known as scalar. So multiplication of a scalar with a matrix. So if K is the scalar, then each and every element is multiplied by K. So now what we will do? Each and every element will multiply by 3. So the result is 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 15, 3 7s are 21, 9 3s are 27. This is how we multiply a scalar with a matrix. Now we know the addition of matrices, subtraction of matrices. Let's talk about the negation of a matrix. Negation of a matrix. Suppose A is a matrix, the negation of A is given by minus times of A, that is minus 1 multiplied by A. Suppose I have a matrix 2, 3, 4, 5 and 10. The negation of A is minus 1 time of this matrix. And multiplication of a scalar with a matrix suggests us that each and every element will be multiplied by minus 1. That is, we will reverse the sign of each and every element. This gives me minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. If I add A to minus A, what I am going to get? A 2 plus minus 2, that will give me a 0. 3 plus minus 3 is 0. 4 plus minus 4 is 0. 5 plus minus 5 is 0. That is 0 matrix of same order. From here we will discuss some properties of matrix addition and subtraction. First of all, we talk about the properties of matrix addition. We talk about 4 things. One is whether the matrix is commutative or not. Suppose I have given a matrix A and another matrix B. A is 2, 3, 4, 5 and B is 7, minus 2, 5, 9. If I add A to B, then I'll get 2 plus 7 is 9, then 3 plus minus 2, 4 plus 5, 5 plus 9. This will be same as 7 plus 2, minus 2 plus 3, if I change the order, 5 plus 4, 9 plus 5, that is B plus A. Obviously, since the sum of numbers or quantities here is following the commutative property, so the matrix addition is commutative. Associativity. Associativity in matrix addition. A is added to B plus C and A plus B is added to C. Since ultimately we are going to get the sum of all these three numbers, if I have another matrix C, so it is associative. Now, existence of additive identity. Existence of additive identity. We know that a zero matrix of same order, suppose A is a matrix, a zero matrix of same order is a matrix. If we add this to this given matrix, the matrix do not loses its identity. That is, if I add a zero matrix in a matrix, or if a matrix is added to a zero matrix, the result is matrix itself. So this zero matrix of that order, suppose I take this A, then for this the identity element will be a 2 by 2 zero matrix, because its order is 2 by 2, so the identity element is. This is how we find the identity element. Now, since the identity exists, now we find the inverse of a matrix, that is additive inverse. We have got additive identity, that is nothing but a zero matrix of same order. If additive inverse of a matrix, we know that if we add A to minus A, we are going to get identity element. Or if we add minus A to A, we are going to get the identity element. So on adding minus A to A, we get the identity elements. That's why this minus A is additive inverse of A. And to find minus A, what we do? Minus 1 times of A, that is, we change the sign of each and every element. Now, if we talk about difference, properties of difference of two matrices. Obviously, it is not commutative, because when you subtract 2 from 7, you get subtract 2 from 7, then you get 5, and you subtract 7 from 2. You are subtracting 7 from 2, you are getting minus 5. So 5 is not equal to minus 5. Obviously, A minus B is not equal to B minus A. So matrix subtraction is not commutative. Moreover, it is not associative. Now, existence of identity element, that is existence of subtractive identity. See, if I subtract a zero matrix from a given matrix, then it's okay. We get the same matrix, but if we subtract a given matrix from a zero matrix, we do not get the same matrix. In fact, we get the negation of that matrix. That's why here the right identity exists, but the left identity do not exist. That's why we say the identity element does not exist for subtraction. Finally, since the identity element for subtraction does not exist, so there is no chance of existence of inverse, that is subtractive inverse. So now if we talk about addition. Addition is commutative as well as associative. Yes, the identity element exists, and the identity element is the zero matrix of same order. Inverse, the additive inverse of a matrix is the negation of that matrix, that is minus A. For subtraction, neither it is commutative nor it is associative, neither there exists an identity element nor the inverse. Now, using these things, we can answer a few questions. suppose I have given a matrix A is equal to 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 5 by 3, 7 by 3, and B is given by 7 by 5, 9 by 5, 4 by 5, 3 by 5. And if someone asks find the value of 3A plus 5B. So obviously, to get 3A, to multiply a scalar with a matrix, what we do is we multiply each and every element of the given matrix by that scalar. In the same way, if I need 5B, then this 5 is going to be multiplied by each and every element of B, and that is 3 into 1 by 3, simply 1, 3 into 2 by 3, 2, 3 into 5 by 3, 5, this is 7, and this gives me 7, 9, 4, 3, and the sum comes out to be 1 plus 7. Now matrix addition, sum of corresponding elements, what we get is 1 plus 7 is 8, 2 plus 9 is 11, 5 plus 4 is 9, 7 plus 3 is 10. This is how, if we are given a matrix, then we can multiply it with a scalar, and then we can find the sum or difference of the resulting matrices. One more question is there. If we are given two matrix equations, means we are given two linear equations which involves matrices, say 2x plus y, x is a matrix and y is a matrix, and the order of this matrix is 2 by 2, say 3, 3, 5, 7, and x is a matrix, capital X plus 3y is a matrix which is 7, 11, minus 3, 5. Find the value. These two equations are given, and we are to find the value of matrix X and matrix Y. So, operations on matrix, using simple algebra, what we do, we need to find the value of Y. So what we do, we multiply each and every element of this matrix by, if I need to find the value of Y, then I will make the coefficient of X same. So this is 2x, here I will multiply this matrix by 2. So 2x plus y is here, that is 3, 3, 5, 7, and this is multiplied by 2, that will give me 2x plus 6y is equal to, I am multiplying each and every element by 2. So 14, 22, minus 6 and 10. Now simple subtraction. I subtract this equation from this. So 2x minus 2x is 0 matrix. 6y minus y, that is 5y, is equal to this minus this. So subtracting corresponding elements, 14 minus 3 is 11, 22 minus 3 is 19, minus 6 minus 5 will give us simply minus 6 minus 5 is minus 11, 10 minus 7 is 3. We are interested to find the value of y, so this matrix will be divided by the scalar 5. So the result is y is equal to 1/5 of this matrix, and 5 will be the whole matrix will be divided by 5, 11 by 5, 19 by 5, minus 11 by 5, 3 by 5. This is the value of y. Now we put the value of y in this equation. What it gave us? 2x plus 11 by 5, 19 by 5, minus 11 by 5, 3 by 5 is equal to 11 is equal to 3, 3, 5, 7. What we need to do is, we have to solve it for x. So we'll transpose the second term to right hand side. So 2x is equal to 3, 3, 5, 7 minus 11 by 5, 19 by 5, minus 11 by 5, 3 by 5. Now we subtract the corresponding elements. 3 minus 11 by 5, 3 minus 19 by 5, 5 negative of minus 11 by 5 is plus 11 by 5, and 7 minus 3 by 5. This is the value of 2x. Now 2x is equal to 5 3 is 15 minus 11 is 4 by 5. 15 minus 19 is minus 4 by 5. 5 5 is 25 plus 11 is 36 by 5. 35 minus 3, that is 32 by 5. This is the value of 2x. So to get the value of x, what we do is divide both the sides by 2. So this gives me 2 by 5, this gives me minus 2 by 5, this gives me 18 by 5, and this gives me 16 by 5. This is how we find the value of matrices from two linear equations. So you can use it, you can try this type of questions, and then we will proceed to find the product of two matrices.